Direct pressure onto a wound will actually help save their life. I want them to have the confidence to help, not be afraid, step in and help, be that person that can save a life. If they come across someone that's been stabbed, has a major bleed, it is the direct pressure onto a wound that will help save the life. If they're unresponsive, then check to see if they're breathing. If they're breathing, roll them on their side. If they're not breathing, then we're taking another course of action and doing pushes on the chest. But make sure you've called 999 and the operator on the end of the phone will talk you through which steps to take. There has been a slight increase in demand, especially over the last 3 months where knife crime has been in the headlines. I've had youth organisations phone me up and schools asking if I can come in and teach them first aid around knife crime, because maybe their students have witnessed someone being stabbed or there has been stabbing outside their schools. They're breathing and they're responsive to you. What are we going to do?
So imagine if I've got a scarf here, guys, imaginary scarf, push it against there, right? And then if you want to tilt to the side as well. I think a lot of young people are scared and not quite sure about how to tackle things and when they find themselves in these situations. So therefore, by having these workshops and having these informative things, and that we can find solutions for them and find ways of doing things. If I found someone unconscious with a stab wound, I know the kind of things to do and what kind of methods that I use to keep them alive. Talking about it is very important, because at the end of the day, looking over the issue, not talking about it, is kind of ignorant. So the more we talk about, the more likely we are to tackle the problem, find solutions and find causes, and try to see what we can implement and the interventions that can be put in place to make sure things don't happen again. I hope to work alongside with the council to have guidelines to ensure that all young people know what to do when they're stopped and searched, when they get a knife wound. So it's kind of implemented into the curriculum and young people are aware, not just people that voluntarily go to workshops.